As the Imperium is split in two by the Great Warp Rift spawned by the fall of Cadia, the High Lords understand that keeping production at full capacity is essential to reclaiming worlds cut off by the Great Rift. To accomplish this, populations on untenable worlds must be extracted and be put to use on worlds firmly within the Imperium's grasp. To accomplish this great undertaking, Balor's shields have been deployed to bring terror to the enemies of man and evacuate the loyal citizens of the Imperium. Named for the loyal archipelago world Balor that guards the flanks of Nocturne and Rin's world, while being the spearhead into the realm of Segmenta Ultima tainted by the Warp Rift. The shields were deployed due to their fanatical belief that every human being is an icon of the Emperor and thus of value. Taking from the disposition of their Primarch, Vulcan, they view themselves as more than living weapons, but the vanguard of mankind. Servants not just of the Emperor, but his people as well. Due to this doctrine, the shields refuse to be deployed alongside chapters who view the protection of Imperial citizens to be wasteful of resources or consider human lives to be expendable. The shields have been ridiculed by the less religious Astartes Brotherhoods, who give them the moniker Canterbury or the Singing Ones. This is due to the practice of Battle Brothers using their Vox amplifiers to project hymns of the God Emperor's glory upon the battlefield, creating a cacophony of bolter fire and praise as they purge the enemies of mankind. On the field, Balor's shields deploy their 5-man Primaris squads to both allow safe extraction of Imperial citizens and the creation of a kill pocket for Interceptor and Aggressor squads to capitalise upon. The shields unleash Reaver squads to bring fear and death upon those who dare harm the icons of mankind, both buying time for the squads enacting evacuation and forcing any and all stragglers to flee into the false safety of the kill pits. All deployments are accompanied by both captains for spiritual inspiration and apothecaries for aiding civilian populace. While not involved with relocation efforts, they act as a vanguard for Imperial Guard forces, either securing a beachhead via orbital assault, breaking enemy coastal defences, or slowly grinding up the battlefield with Guard elements, following behind the Primaris wall of armour and bolter shells, and under the covering fire of tank fire, interceptors, aggressors, and Reaver ambushers near enemy lines. The culture of the shields differs greatly from most Astartes chapters. Unlike their brother Astartes, the shields do not mentally condition their Astartes to forget their past. Instead, they mentally condition them with visions of the loss of all things the Initiate holds dear. These visions are composed of Chaos and Xenos invasions, bringing low great temples, slaughtering and enslaving their families. Balor's shields believe that this form of conditioning motivates the Initiate to sell his life for the Imperium's vulnerable citizens, and ingrains a hate for the enemies of mankind, deeper than the oceans of their homeworld. When not in combat, Shield Brothers serve as great leaders of the island peoples of Balor. The culture of Balor is heavily influenced by Macragge, applying Macragg's culture and government to the realities of island life. Disregarding the scout company, chapter neophytes make up the tank and vehicle crews of the chapter in the second company. Much to the chagrin of the Mechanicus, the crewmen of these great machines are not trained on Mars, but instead under the local tutelage of the chapter's tech marines.